Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. As a part of our Appium parallel testing series, in this video we will discuss how we can able to do a parallel testing using single Appium instance with a different system ports. Okay, that is automate multiple Android sessions on a single machine on a single server instance. That is the Appium server instance. Okay, before discussing this one, okay, we'll discuss our previous video. Okay, so previous topic we discussed parallel testing using separate appium instance or separate device, that is the running the multiple appium servers and sending one session to each server. Okay, so if you not watch that video, please watch the video here. Okay, and I have provided iCards in this video. Okay, so coming back to our topic. So previously we have run separate Appium instances for separate devices. Okay. So what we did, we have started two Appium servers with different ports. That is Appium -p space port I have given here. So same thing. So two Appium servers we started, and what we did, okay, after starting that one, we have updated our test, the port we have updated here. Okay, in test 1 test 2 we have used for a parallel testing. Okay, if you see this one, I have updated the whole I have updated the port here. Okay, the same thing if you see here, so I have updated the port here. So 10001 and 10000, and I have started the uh, two Appium servers here. Okay, by using Appium-P. Okay, this way we started. So we have used two Appium servers to work on two emulators. But here, in the coming back to our current topic, here what I am doing, I am using one Appium instance. Okay, one Appium instance, and we are making parallel testing with different system ports. So how we do it? Okay, so first of all, we have to make sure that we have in pom.xml file we should have the sure file plugin. Okay, so we have plugin and we need to add this plugin here. Okay, coming back to our Eclipse, so I'll open the pom.xml. So I have the sure file plugin. Yes, it is there. So one requirement is done. So if you go to next one, I had to create the testng XML, and I had to provide, say I'm doing the parallel testing. Okay, so I had to use classes here and class name, and so I had using two class name. I had to give the package name and the class name here. Okay, so we'll go to Eclipse here. So already I created, I just remove this one. So we'll create once again. Okay, I select the one class here. So I just click on right click and I say testng convert to testng. So you'll ask us, so parallel mode, I had to give parallel mode classes, you see here. So I just finish. So you'll create a testng with the class details. Okay, so I am doing the two parallel testing here. So I copy this class name and I'll add one more class to do the parallel testing. Okay, so my testng XML is done. Pom.xml is done. Okay, and as you were told previous, when you are working on this creating two servers, Appium servers, and doing parallel testing, we have used the set UID, right? The same thing we have to do for our current. Okay, coming back to our current, this one. So we are using test 3 and test 4 for our testing purpose. So first I'll open the test 3. So I had to give a capability called set UDID, UDID, okay, and I need to add the string ID. Okay, so how I'll get this UDID? Okay, now I have opened already two emulators already running on my system. Okay, so I need to get the UDID of these two emulators. So I'll open the command prompt type adb devices. So I got this emulator 554 556. I'll copy this one and I'll provide here the value here. This is the UDID. Okay, the same thing I had to do for here. So I say cap dot set UDID and I had to provide the value here. Okay, so one more UDI will copy here. So I given the UDID. So for previous one I have used double 5554, I have used for 556. Okay, and apart from this one we had to use one more capability called cap dot set system ports. So here I had to give the system port. Okay, so what is the system port here? Okay, we'll come back to all this one. See, it says this is the port number on which the corresponding Android driver legends. By default we can use any port between 8200 8299. Free port numbers will be used. Okay, so in between this range we have to give. So we go open the Eclipse here. So I write the port. I use the port. So you have to give int here 8230. Okay, and in test 3 I use the same capability with different port, system port. Two, three, one. Okay, so different port I am using. So in this range it should be in this range. Yes, it is in this range. So I have given the system port. Okay, I will click on save. So I have given the two capabilities, that is the set UDID. I have given the emulator name, and one more capability is set system port. I have given the port number 8231. Okay, the same one I have given for other test here. So I am using emulator 556 for the capability called set UDID, and I am using the port number 8230 for the capability set system port. So it is different port. Okay, and now okay, and I had two simulators here. I'll open this one. Okay, and now I need to start my Appium server. I open command prompt. So I do not need to mention the port here. Okay, so I just going to mention Appium. So default port is 4723. Okay, now I'm running my Appium server. So we have only one Appium server. Okay, so my Appium is already launched, and now I will select the test ng XML. So I provided test yes. Now I'll make just decrease the size so we can see the execution. So I just click on right click. Then run as test engine suite. See, I mentioned the system port. So my two test cases will run on one emulator, and then another emulator. So I'm doing the parallel testing. In one emulator it will work the API demos app, another emulator it works on the FastTag app. Yeah, so we started with the API demos app in one emulator. Another emulator it is running the testing on FastTag app. You can observe the emulators here. So here we have used only one Appium server here. That means only one session ID. This is how we can able to use parallel testing. We can able to do parallel testing using single Appium instance with different system ports. Okay, that is okay. That is I have added the a capability called set system port. I have mentioned the port, okay, and different port for different test here. So here I mentioned 8231 and I have mentioned here 82330. Okay, so this is how we can able to do the parallel testing with single Appium instance on different system port. So if you go with the Appium server, you can see only one Appium server we have. Okay, this is how we can able to do the parallel testing. Okay, with single Appium instance and different system ports. Okay, if you like this video, please click on like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.